Live theater, we've been waiting for you, and the Springboro Community Theater's production of Cinderella takes the stage over the next 2 weekends. Hi, I'm Maureen Russell Hodson, and this is Springboro Here and There. We are here on the stage at North Park, along with Kim Warrick, who is the production director. Hi, Kim.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, and I'm so excited because you must be thrilled, though, to be back on stage.
We are so excited. The cast and I are just thrilled. We haven't been able to do this for over a year, and this has been a labor of love from the very beginning.
Well, just taking a look at the sets, I think, is going to get people very excited.
I hope so.
But when we talk about Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella, this is the Cinderella that we know that goes back on TV, right?
In 1957, Rodgers and Hammerstein had this idea of doing a TV musical, and they settled for Cinderella. They got Julie Andrews signed on to be Cinderella,
wow.
So who else,
Right.
And they did a TV production in 1957, and they did it very much like a stage production, but they broke for commercials every now and then. And then about 10, maybe not quite 10 years later, Leslie Ann Warren, her version came up. And then I think about 10 years ago, maybe, we had a whole nother one.
Right. Whitney Houston's Cinderella, right?
Whitney Houston, and I think Whoopi Goldberg and Brandy, was in it too. So it has definitely stood the test of time.
Because it's so beloved, I think everybody loves this story.
It is, well, and it's a story everybody knows. Yeah. And we all know what's going to happen at the end, so there's no surprises, and we can just kind of relax. And we've all been through a lot, and so it's kind of nice to have just a situation where you can just relax and feel good.
Yeah, good comfort show. Well, tell us about your cast. How did you go about casting? Because you're all volunteers.
We are all volunteers. We had auditions a month and a half ago. We made sure everybody knew about them, and we had an enormous turnout for the auditions. We had almost 75 people audition for this show because, again, we haven't been able to do this for so long. And we put together the most amazing cast from all over the Miami Valley. Some are from Springboro. They've got people coming from all over the place. And just, some of them are theater majors. Some of them have been theater majors and are now working. And some of them just love to be on stage.
Love to perform and love the theater.
Right. So
tell us some of the songs that we're going to recognize that we're going to hear throughout the production.
Well, one of my favorite is In My Own Little Corner.
Me too.
And I don't know if you can see over at the fireplace, but that's where the corner will be. Cinderella sings it, and that's kind of how she makes herself feel at home. Then there is 10 Minutes Ago that the Prince and the Princess sing, the Prince and Cinderella sing. And then Do I Love You is one that everybody knows as well. So, and the one that everybody loves is the Stepsister Lament.
All our favorite characters are in it, including the stepsisters.
Yes, absolutely. So,
and I did happen to see some other parts of the set, and I saw Cinderella's carriage, the pumpkin.
Yes, we do have a pumpkin carriage that will be on. We change mice into horses, sort of. I mean, we through the magic of everyone's imagination.
Okay. That's a good way to explain it, because it's kind of hard when you're here on stage. You started this set and everything over at the Performing Arts Center, which is your home.
Right.
And then it must have been quite a production itself just to get everything out here to start getting ready.
It was a 2-day process. Yeah. We've been building this at the theater for 6 weeks. And Saturday, we got there early in the morning and with trucks, and we moved the sets, we moved the costumes, we moved all of the props, we moved the lighting and sound out in the hill area. We've got scaffolding with lights. We also will, all of the actors will have mics. So all of that, we basically moved our theater from there to here to create a theater here. So it was quite the process.
And you're going to see a great show, and I have to say, even close up, the artwork, I mean, the sets, everything is so professional and so beautiful.
Well, I gotta call out Nancy for that, because our painter extraordinaire has designed, she's given kind of a broad picture, and then she makes it make sense. And and then we kind of do what she tells us to do as far as painting other things. So
You all follow directions.
exactly.
The director takes
Oh,
direction.
yeah, when it comes to the tech stuff, the director does what she's told to.
I know sometimes people think, oh, outdoor theater, I'm not going to be able to hear, but you mentioned that everyone will be wearing mics, and really, here at North Park, there is not a bad seat.
No, there's not. You know, and the fun thing about this place is that you bring your chairs. You bring, if you want to bring a thermos of food, you know, a cooler of food, that's okay. It is free. It's one of the best things about it. It's free. You just come in here and you sit down. You have a picnic dinner, and then you let us entertain you. It'll start out with daylight because it starts at 7:30, but by the time the show's over, the sun will have gone down. All the principals have mics. We just want to entertain. We want to transport them into our magical world of Cinderella. So.
It's such a wonderful world, and I think a lot of times, especially outdoor theater, is a great way to introduce kids to theater.
Oh, absolutely.
What's a good age for kids to come?
Well, we have a 6-year-old in the show.
Okay.
So I feel pretty comfortable saying it's pretty family friendly.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about this is that when the kids get, and they do, the kids get a little, you know, antsy. There's a big field across the way.
That's right.
And we've been, you know, it happens where the kids get up and they start running up and down, and the cast knows this is an active park. There's a jogging trail behind us. People will be jogging. And so we know that there's going to be noise. We know that the kids, when they get to a certain point, are not going to be able to stay still. And they go and play, and then they come back and they see a little bit more. So it's a perfect opportunity to bring like first-time theater goers so that they don't feel like they're stuck. They're outside, they're having a nice summer evening. And honestly, the show is not all that long, and so they're not even committing to a long evening. So
that's great, because sometimes it's bedtime, or if you get a little antsy, you can see a little bit of the show and feel free to go ahead and go home.
The show's been running about 2 hours. Okay. So if we start at 7:30, we've got the end at 9:30. Yeah. But like you said, if your child, if it's bedtime, you can, at one of the intermissions, you can pack up and go if you want to. We hope you don't, because we kind of think that the ending is wonderful. But you know.
There's a little something about a glass slipper as part of this story too, right?
And we have a glass slipper.
Very nice.
So,
well, before I let you go, tell us about your background, because as you said, you're a volunteer director here, but you're pretty busy during the day.
I am the opera director and coordinator of vocal studies at Wright State University for their School of Music. And so I direct all the operas and teach some singing lessons. And so I am usually in rehearsal for opera. We're coming up and starting our fall semester on the 23rd. So my season for them starts in a few weeks. During the summer, I'm pretty much to my own devices. And so when Springboro had this come up, I jumped at it. This is my favorite Rodgers Hammerstein musical ever. So when they said, "Do you want to direct it?" I said, "Oh, yes, sir, I do."
That's wonderful. Oh, I could break into song about that.
Exactly.
Review the times for us again so that people know. Again, the show is free. It starts at 7:30, and it's over 2 weekends.
It's this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which I believe is the 6th, 7th, and 8th, 7:30. And then next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which is the 13th, 14th, and 15th. Yes, we are doing a show on Friday the 13th.
There's probably some theater lore about that,
Yeah,
breaking a leg and really doing that, or I don't know.
We're outside. We're going to be okay. Yeah. Again at 7:30, and you can bring your own food and drink. We do have concessions down all the way, you know, at the parking lot, but please don't feel like you need to do that. We just want to give Springboro a little bit of fun. I have to say, Springboro has been very, very, very generous to the theater company in letting us play here in this park. And so we really want to kind of give something back and entertain the city of Springboro, and anybody else that wants to come,
Well, we love partnering with the theater, and all the productions are first class. And I know Cinderella will be another one.
I'm pretty proud of it, I
Yeah,
gotta say.
yeah.
I'm pretty proud of it.
Facebook page is a good place to go for information. And
Yes.
also the website.
Yes,
But again, as we said, it is free.
It's free.
So we look forward to, in my own little corner of my own little
Yes.
room, and all of the fabulous stories that go along with Cinderella. Kim, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you, Maureen. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
break
you.
a leg. We look
Thank
forward to a
you.
great show. For more information, you can always go to our website, which is ci.springboro.oh.us, and we will see you right here for Cinderella.